6'2", 215, 26 years of age. He's got the fastball, the sinker, the cutter, plus the curve, the slider, and a good changeup. His last 2 starts in September were, of course, against the Detroit Tigers. He went 12 innings, gave up 2 runs total, 9 hits. Leading it off, Parker Meadows, left-handed hitting center fielder. Tanner Bybee is ready. The right-hander into the wind, and today's first pitch is in there, a strike, and we're underway at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. 71 breezy degrees, bathed in sunshine here in downtown Cleveland. Now the 0-1, and it's a touch high, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Parker Meadows 0 for 3 yesterday, batted .215 in an injury-plagued 2025 campaign. Now the 1-1, swung on, grounded in the hole, diving into right. Rocchio had it, lost it, he's hurt. Ball is laying in right field, he gets to his feet. Glove laying on the ground, he'll bounce the ball into the infield, and Rocchio is hurt. Made a great diving effort in shallow right and was able to get to the ball but couldn't come up with it cleanly. Then slowly got to his feet, left his glove on the ground, bounced the ball to Arias at second base, and slow to walk it off, and he is having that left hand looked at by head trainer Jeff Desjardins. Also out there is manager Stephen Vogt, and it's a base hit for Parker Meadows to start today's ballgame. And now the question is, can Brian Rocchio continue? They are looking at that left wrist, the glove hand. So many times you see it defensively when a player either in the outfield or on the infield tries to make a diving play. It's that glove hand that is injured, but Rocchio flexing that hand and wrist will stay in the ballgame. Parker Meadows is going to be the runner at first on an infield hit to start the game. That'll bring up Gleyber Torres, 0 for 4 yesterday, the veteran right-handed hitting second baseman. Tigers stole the fewest bases in the American League this year. Meadows had 4. He draws the throw, and he's back with a dive. Gleyber Torres was an all-star, but like so many Tigers, boy, his numbers faded after the all-star break. Righty-righty matchup. Bybee sets, and Bybee delivers. And it's in there, a called strike. Started him off with a look like a cutter or a slider. Tanner Bybee, hands held chest high. He lets it fly. Torres hits a fly ball, routine to center. DeLauder fighting the sun, can't see it, drops the ball. Picked up by Kwan in left center. DeLauder was fighting the sun, caught it, dropped it, and this was the concern coming into this ballgame. How do you handle that sun? And right off the bat, a routine fly that DeLauder fought the sun, found it eventually, caught it, dropped it, and Cleveland's in trouble in a hurry. Meadows to second, Torres is at first, and the batter is Kerry Carpenter, the DH. And if you missed the manager's pregame show, Stephen Vogt said they were willing to take the gamble of putting a youngster in center field in his major league debut in these kind of playing conditions. Carpenter takes down an away ball 1. The gamble being they have to get some offense. That's why Valera is in right field. DeLauder, who's a very good right fielder, making his major league debut in center. And it's costly early. The 1-0 pitch. And it's on the inside corner, a strike. Now it's up to Tanner Bybee to see if Cleveland can stay out of trouble. Well, you can take all the fly balls you want during batting practice, extra work that Chase DeLauder did today, but there's nothing like it in a playoff game. The pitch. Swung on, popped up. Foul ball near the Cleveland third base dugout. Jose Ramirez fighting the wind, the sun, leans into the photo bay area, but can't lean quite far enough. And that wind pushed that ball out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's going to be an adventure for a seasoned veteran outfielder or infielder when it comes to pop-ups today. Everybody wearing sunglasses. You're fighting the sun, but you're also fighting a strong breeze blowing in from right and right center. First and second, nobody out. First inning, no score. Here's the set, and here's the pitch. And it's down and in, 2-2. Now the key is, can Chase DeLauder shake that off? He's going to have more fly balls hit to him in center field. And it's hard enough to make your major league debut, much less make it when a ball club season is on the line. Now the 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled back. Chase DeLauder is just the 4th position player in the history of this game to make their major league debut. There have been a couple of guys made their major league debut in the postseason that were pitchers. DeLauder, the 4th position player to ever make their major league debut in postseason play. Carpenter had 26 homers this year. The pitch to him, and he fouled it back. Oh, he got a changeup that he somehow fought off. He was way out front, and that's just good hitting by Carpenter. And now the pitch count is certainly going to start to escalate for Tanner Bybee as he tries to get out of this mess. 2 on, nobody out, no score, first inning. Bybee's ready. Here's the 2-2 to Carpenter. High fastball, now the string is out. Outfield, medium deep, straight away. Carpenter missed a month this season with a hamstring injury. The payoff, runner stay, the pitch, strike, 3 called, he knew it. What a curveball. Wow. So Tanner Bybee gets the first out of the game. Carpenter out looking at that curveball, and Tanner Bybee has an outstanding curveball. And so now here's Spencer Torkelson. Had that broken bat flare single to drive in a run in the first inning when Detroit took advantage of a Cleveland error. Torkelson, right-handed hitter. He takes the swing, comes up empty. Remember, the Tigers won yesterday 2-1. Both were gift runs. Both were unearned due to Cleveland mistakes in right and at first. Now the set. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Up and in with 95. Nothing into the count. This was the difference, though, in Tanner Bybee. In the month of September, he went 3-0 with a 1.30 ERA. And Tanner, in visiting with him, said, I stopped trying to be perfect. Trust my fastball and basically let it eat. Now the 0-2 delivery to Torkelson. A little bit high. Tried to get him to chase 95. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Earlier this year, Tanner said he was trying to be too perfect. His stuff is good enough that if he leaves it on the middle of the plate, he can still get people out. Trying to be perfect led to trouble. Now the 1-2. Checked on a breaking ball down and away, and the count 2-2. Meadows at second, Torres at first. 1 down in the Tiger first, no score. Torkelson, former first pick in the entire draft of 2020 out of Arizona State. The pitch to him, and he cuts and misses. He struck him out. Looked like another good cutter. 2 down on 2 strikeouts. Now the dangerous Riley Green. Well, you get to the middle of this order, and they've got some thumpers. Carpenter, 26 homers. Torkelson, 31 homers. Here's Riley Green, 36 homers, 31 doubles, 111 RBIs. Had a double in yesterday's Tiger win. Left-handed hitting left fielder. The set, the pitch. And he tried to backdoor him and missed with a changeup. Boy, what a shot in the arm this would be for this Cleveland ball club if Bybee can get out of this mess. 2 on, now 2 out, no score. Bybee's ready. Here it comes. And the Tiger left fielder cuts through it. 1-1 to count. 96 miles per hour on the fastball. Well, again, the Tigers are seeing Tanner Bybee for the 3rd straight week. It just doesn't happen very often. Now the set. Now the 1-1. Fouled back 1-2. Familiarity with Tarek Skubal did Cleveland no good. And as some of the Cleveland coaches and players were saying in the clubhouse today, look, you can talk about seeing a guy 3 weeks in a row. If he's got his A game, doesn't matter. Now Bybee's ready. Here's the 1-2 offering to Riley Green. High with a fastball, tried to reach back for a little extra. And the count 2-2 on Green. Green, first round pick, number 5 overall. The year before, Torkelson went number 1 overall. Now the 2-2. Off speed, got him swinging. What a job by Bybee. And they're on their feet at the corner of Carnegie. And a fist bump from Tanner Bybee. 2 on, nobody out. He strikes out Carpenter, Torkelson, and Green. Cleveland coming to bat.
With Marathon Arco Rewards, you can save up to $1 a gallon. And you'll earn every time you refuel. So when you stop in to fill up your tank, you're also banking rewards at the same time. It's a little move we like to call the Tank and Bank. And to be frank, joining Marathon Arco Rewards couldn't be more straightforward. I guess now that makes it a frank Tank and Bank situation. Sign up online, from our app, and even at the pump. At participating locations, terms and conditions apply.
Hey Guardians fans, are you thinking of consolidating your debt with a home equity loan? With the average homeowner having over $200,000 of home equity, hit it out of the park with Union Home Mortgage, the official mortgage partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229.
Ladies, I'm an Ohio tradeswoman, and if you're looking for a high-paying, interesting career, it's waiting for you in the skilled trades. Ohio tradeswomen put on hard hats every day and work on some of the biggest construction projects in Ohio. Ohio Tradeswomen provides free on-the-job training. You'll earn a salary and benefits from day one, and you'll be proud to tell your family, I built that. If you're ready for a high-paying career you'll love, visit OhioTradeswomen.com today and learn more.
Pat Moran here with Window World. You know, we're the family who not only stand behind our windows, we stand on them. Our double pane, double strength glass is how we stand on them, but our buy once for life guarantee is how we stand behind them. Choose a premium window package from Window World and it will be the last time you'll need windows because you're covered for life. For a free in-home estimate on windows, doors, siding, and gutters, call 1-800-NEW-WINDOW or visit our many showrooms or go to windowworldpenohio.com. Go Guardians!
Extra Innings Bloom Daddy Show Playoff Edition after the game on WTAM 1100, home of the Guardians.
Well, here's another guy that finished the year very well, talking about Casey Mize, who had a disastrous July and August. But my, was he good when you look at Casey Mize in the month of September. He'll face 8 left-handed batters, starting with Stephen Kwan, who takes a first-pitch fastball strike. No score, bottom of the first. Casey Mize, 6'3", 220, 28 years of age, out of Auburn University. The windup and pitch. Kwan fouling it down the left side, 0-2. Kwan 0 for 4 yesterday. And Casey Mize, he faced Cleveland in September. Went 5 1/3, gave up 3 runs the last time he saw the Guardians. The pitch. Up and in, leans Kwan out of there. Casey Mize, mid-90s fastball, sinker, curve, slider, and the split finger. Now the kick and the pitch. Up and in again. Jumping back is Kwan, 2-2. Casey Mize pitched one game here in Cleveland this summer and went 7 shutout innings. The 2-2 swung on, drilled foul down the left side. Will do it again. In his career, Casey Mize has made 4 starts against Cleveland. ERA of 3. 1 win, 1 loss. The pitch. Kwan fouling it back. This is a much better at bat for Stephen Kwan. This is a guy that is one of the game's elite 2-strike hitters. 272 batting mark, 11 homers, 56 ribbies. The pitch, and he swings and got jammed. Pops it up to third. McKinstry will make the catch. Good fastball in on the hands that jammed Kwan, and that is out number 1. And here's George Valera trying to get some offense into the lineup. So the rookie making the start in right field. I just saw something on our monitor, ESPN, doing the wild card games. George Valera takes a little bit high. Remember yesterday, Valera came into the ball game with tying run at third as a pinch hitter and struck out for out number 1 in the 9th. The 1-0 down and in, 2-0. Tanner Bybee going to Chase DeLauder in the third base dugout between innings, shaking his hand, tapping him on the chest, smiling at him, saying, "You're good, you're good." The 2-0 pitch swung on, fouled upstairs, 2-1. Tells you something about Tanner Bybee. These starting pitchers are so locked in, but he knows nobody in the park felt worse than Chase DeLauder did on that dropped fly ball in his major league debut. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. High heat, 2-2. Valera batted .220 with 2 homers, 5 RBIs, 16 major league games under his belt. The 2-2 swung on, pulled foul to the right. To say Cleveland's going with a kiddie core today might be the understatement of the postseason.
It's amazing, isn't it, Tom, the amount of players who are playing key roles who weren't here even a month ago, but they are a big part of what's happening now.
Outfield a bit toward left, medium deep, the 2-2. Down low. That is the great splitter that Mize goes to so often. He throws that split finger 24% of the time. Only the fastball is thrown more by Mize than a splitter, and he's got a nasty one. Payoff. Swung on, hit a ton. Deep right center field. This ball, goal! How about that? 16 major league games in the regular season, and George Valera into the teeth of a strong wind with a solo home run to right center. Wow. 1-0 Cleveland here in inning number 1, and that gets this crowd into it. Here's Jose Ramirez. Here's the wind and pitch, and it's on the outside corner, a strike. Well, folks, that went 411 feet. Didn't think anyone would hit one out of here up in the air to right center today. Ramirez takes outside, 1-1. Well, you've got to be some kind of strong. And George Valera's not exactly a big man. Here's the kick and delivery. Down low, 2-1. Valera, 5'10", 195. Now he's strong, but that is big boy strength into right center and into the wind today. Ramirez swings, pops one up. Third baseman McKinstry on the grass into foul ground, makes the catch, And you saw the impact of the wind right there. That is out number 2. Riley Green's in left, Parker Meadows in center, Winsell Perez in right, Spencer Torkelson at first, Gleyber Torres at second, Javi Baez at short, Zach McKinstry at third, and Dylan Dingler behind the plate. 1-0 Cleveland on the George Valera home run. Here's Kyle Manzardo, the DH. Takes a little bit wide, ball 1. Boy, and you just felt today, Rosie, Cleveland needed something good to happen early, and it looked like the top of the first might be disaster. The pitch swung on, fouled down the left side into the lower deck. 1-1 the count.
Well, Tom, you mentioned Tanner Bybee going over to Chase DeLauder to talk to him in the dugout. Earlier this season, it seemed any error, anything that went wrong on Bybee, and the inning would cascade on him, and he'd really struggle. But man, did he give his team a lift, and maybe it's carried over here into the bottom of the inning.
Well, in October, you can say whatever you want about your ball club, but you've got to be able to hit some home runs to win. Here's the pitch. Down and in, 2-1. The pitching is just too good when you get to this time of the year to think you're going to string together consistently 4 or 5 hits in innings to have a big inning. Manzardo waves at it, tardy on the fastball. And when Cleveland was successful against Detroit in their 1 win against New York last October, the key was the home run ball. This is not a ball club with much power, but when they have a chance, they've got to be able to hit it out of the yard. The 2-2 swung on, fouled back. Guys are capable of hitting home runs. We're not saying they're not. They're just not going to consistently pound the ball out of the yard. But when you get a mistake, you can't miss it. The 2-2. Up high, full count. And Casey Mize has had to make 24 pitches this inning. Casey Mize went 14-6 this year. Didn't even make their playoff roster a year ago. The pitch swung on, pounded, deep right center, on the run. Meadows at the wall, makes the catch. The wind kept that ball in the yard. And Meadows, the center fielder, made the catch at the wall in deep right center. 1-0 Cleveland, 1 in the books on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Brilliant Electric Sign Company is Northeast Ohio's largest full-service sign company, serving their clients for over 95 years. Brilliant designs, fabricates, and installs. A wide range of interior and exterior signage and graphics that will help separate your business from the competition, including LED letter sets, pylon signs, message centers, graphics, and wayfinding signs. Contact the experts at Brilliant Electric Sign to provide you a state-of-the-art signage solution that will grow your business. Visit them at brilliantsign.com.
At Cleveland State University, they are determined, creative, innovative, and so much more. Their journeys look different because they are different. At CSU, everyone matters. So bring your authentic self and your biggest plans for the future to explore your infinite opportunity and define what's possible for you. Together, you are Cleveland State University. Cleveland's University. Visit csuohio.edu today. A lot of businesses are in a pinch right now. They need more workers to keep things running, but they're not ready to hire anyone full-time. If you're one of those businesses, you might consider flexible labor from Minuteman Staffing. Minuteman has over 50 years' experience providing light industrial and warehouse workers in Northeast Ohio. They're ready for the job with drug screens and background checks. And Minuteman handles all the workers' comp and payroll. Reach out to them today. MinutemenInc.com.
Cleveland Guardians battle the Tigers in the 2025 Wild Card Series this week at Progressive Field. Get your tickets now at CLEGuardians.com.
This is Bill Wills. Tomorrow morning, news, sports, traffic, and weather together on the 10s, WTAM 1100.
1-0 Cleveland, second inning, and Tanner Bybee had to give this club a shot in the arm.
Yes, he did. He did it on the mound, and he did it in this dugout as well, as you guys spoke of. He went to Chase DeLauder as soon as he got in and put his arms around him, said, "You're okay." I think all these guys, from JT McGuire to all the players, they all had to talk of, hey, the wind is real right now. Take care of each other. The infielders have been told, go help the outfielders because the wind is playing here.
Thank you, Andre. Tanner Bybee with a first pitch slider strike to Winsell Perez. Switch hitting right fielder, batting left-handed. 1-0 Cleveland on the bomb to right center by George Valera. The pitch. And it's fouled out of play to the left. 0-2 the count. Dollar Bank, proud to be the banking partner of the Guardians. 28 locations in Northeast Ohio, ready to provide solutions to help get you there. Bybee had to make 23 pitches to get out of that first inning mess that was not of his doing. But he got out of it with 3 strikeouts. Tigers had first and second, nobody out. The pitch is high, 1-2. Now Tanner Bybee is working with a week's worth of rest. And he looks strong. The 1-2 pitch. Checked on a pitch up 2-2. Tanner Bybee really dominated Detroit this year. Faced them 3 times, beat them 3 times, gave up 2 runs total. Now the 2-2. Fouled it back. Got a piece of the curveball. In the 19 innings Tanner worked against Detroit, he gave up 2 runs on 12 hits, struck out 21. Bybee on the year went 12-11 with a 4.24 ERA. Made every start, 31 total. Now the kick and the pitch. Swing and a foul. How in the world did Perez go down and get a piece of that curveball that was almost in the dirt? Wow. Still a 2-2 count. Everybody pulled to the right. Perez finished the year really scuffling. The pitch to him. And he drives one high in the air. Deep right center. DeLauder tested again. Back on the track. Reaches up and makes the catch. Chase DeLauder kept drifting back on that ball. Never, and I mean never, took his eye off the ball and made the catch as he got to the track in right center. And he's got to feel good about that. Waves to the fans in the bleachers who are giving him a standing ovation. Nothing, and I mean nothing, is routine today. Hit in the air like that. Out especially to center and right center. Here's Dylan Dingler, the Tiger catcher. The pitch. And it's in there, a strike. Man, did DeLauder need that.
He sure did, and good on the fans, helping him out a little bit with some encouragement after a tough start. He got the job done that time, and they appreciated that.
Dingler batted .278, 13 homers, 57 RBIs, 0 for 4 yesterday. Right-handed hitting catcher. The pitch to him, and he cuts and misses, 0-2. 1-0 Cleveland. We're in inning number 2. It's truly do-or-die time for Cleveland. As Stephen Vogt said, what else would you expect for this club? It's been that way for 3 weeks. Now the 0-2. Swing and a foul at the plate. Well, so many folks have really gotten into this baseball season with this incredible month of September. And that even includes the youngsters at St. Gabriel's School out in Concord. Here's the windup by Tanner Bybee. And the right-handers, 2-strike pitch. Down and away, missed with a breaking ball, 1-2. Got direct word that the youngsters in kindergarten at St. Gabriel's yesterday were allowed to listen and watch the playoff game. Into the motion. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Bybee has struck out 4 out of the last 5 Tigers. Dingler out number 2. That'll bring up Zach McKinstry. And one of those kindergartners who's a big Cleveland Guardians fan is Hadley Barrett. And Hadley's mom and dad, Colin and Katie Barrett, outstanding family. And Hadley even brought her radio to St. Gabriel's yesterday. Here's the pitch. A little bit low, ball 1. So we thank all the great teachers out there. My goodness, without great teachers, we don't end up with these children becoming terrific adults. So thanks to all of you teachers. The 1-0, a swing and a miss. Good changeup, 1-1. And what the heck? The teachers know how big a deal this is and appreciate the great folks out at St. Gabriel's and Concord. And go get him, Hadley. Here's the wind and the 1-1. Hit weakly on the ground toward short. Ramirez cuts in front, throws across the body. Got him by a step. If Hosey doesn't cut in front of Arias and is able to throw the ball across his body with his momentum taking him to second, it's a base hit. Instead, 1-0 Cleveland, middle of the second.
At Cleveland Clinic, every moment matters. So you unite as one to care for hearts like your very own. You push your minds to help heal theirs. And you forge new paths to help fight cancers. Because when defying the odds is what you do, the right care can change everything. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
A bicentennial isn't measured in years alone, but in progress. And KeyBank has been there to celebrate yours, building homes, businesses, and communities together, bringing new opportunities to generation after generation. For 200 years, KeyBank's been meeting you in the moments that matter most. Here's to 2 centuries of service and counting. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
Okay, you say, I want some breakfast. Your so-called boyfriend says, we got eggs in the fridge. Obviously, when you say breakfast, you mean McDonald's. Definitely a side-eye situation.
It's back, and it's delicious. For a limited time, get a sausage McMuffin with egg, hash browns, and a small hot coffee for just $5. Only at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Wins the division title.
Your Cleveland Guardians battle the Tigers in the 2025 Wild Card Series this week at Progressive Field. Get your tickets now at CLEGuardians.com.
Cleveland's news, talk, and sports on WTAM 1100 and on 106.9 FM.
Bo Naylor will lead off the Cleveland second inning. It's 1-0 Cleveland on the George Valera home run. Naylor, Arias, and then the Major League debut at the plate for Chase DeLauder. Into the motion, Casey Mize delivers. Naylor fouls it straight back, strike 1. Casey Mize had to make 25 pitches in that first inning. Of course, thanks to Tarek Skubal, Detroit's pen in great shape. The pitch, waved at, 0-2. Naylor finished up strong. On the year, batted .195, 14 homers, 47 RBIs. Into the motion, the pitch, up high. The thing about Casey Mize, with 2 strikes, you can't just look for the split because he throws mid-90s. The pitch, outside and low, there was the split, 2-2. Mize has got a lot of ways to get you out. That's why he was the first pick in the draft coming out of Auburn in 2018. The pitch down low, 3-2. But Mize, he had a tough time staying healthy. but finally has blossomed here in 2025. Payoff got him swinging. Good slider down and in. First strikeout for Casey Mize. One down in the second. Here's Gabriel Arias. Casey Mize had Tommy John surgery in June of 2022. So in essence, he missed both 2022 and all of 2023. The pitch, swing and a miss, moved it in on Arias. Then Mize missed 2 months last year with a hamstring and was not on their postseason roster. The pitch, fastball strike, 0-2. Last year, Casey Mize was 9-19 with a 4.36 ERA and didn't make their postseason roster. The pitch, down and away, 1-2. This year, 14-6, was an all-star in pitching game 2 in what could be an elimination game. And obviously it is an elimination game, but he could be the guy that sends them to Seattle. Arias swings, floats one into shallow right. Caught by Torres, but he had a tough time with his son going out into shallow right and almost dropped it. Now the first major league at bat for Chase DeLauder. Cleveland fans have waited a long time for this. Been the top hitting prospect. And the West Virginia native in a little John Denver and Country Roads as his walk-up song. Big, strong left-handed hitter. 2 down, 1-0 Cleveland. The pitch swung on and missed. DeLauder 6'4", 235. He doesn't turn 24 until October. October 8th, that is. The pitch, swung on, bang, foul, right side, 0-2. He has had so many injuries that in his minor league career, he has only played 138 total minor league games. Now the 0-2, way outside, but when healthy, he can really swing it. 302 lifetime, 20 homers, 87 RBIs. The pitch, swing and a foul tip, got him with a splitter. So DeLauder, nope, beg your pardon. Ball was not cleanly caught. The at-bat continues. But if you think of it, Chase DeLauder was drafted in the first round in 2022. In 4 minor league seasons, only 138 games. Now the 1-2. High, 2-2. That's not even a full minor league season. They now play 150 games. So those are impressive numbers. An 888 OPS. The 2-2. Checked on a pitch outside. Full count. He's got people on their feet for his first major league at bat. This is pretty darn cool. 1-0 Cleveland, 2 down, second inning. Now the payoff. Fouled it at the plate. The one thing Stephen Vogt said, his confidence is something you can't teach. When they brought him into the office to tell him he made the postseason roster, which shocked people, he said, the pitch. Outside, he walks. How about that? When Chase was told, hey, look, we know you haven't played a game since July 11th. We think you can help us. You're going to be on the postseason roster. Chase DeLauder said, good. I'm ready. I'll be fine. And Voter said with that kind of confidence, not cockiness, confidence, C.J. Keifa's fouling it back. That's all part of it. The intangibles, the makeup. He's obviously got the talent. And now he's at first base. Keifa's at the plate, 2 down, 1-0 Cleveland. The 0-1 pitch. Backed him off the plate. So in the lineup today, DeLauder, Major League debut. Valera, 16 Major League games in the regular season. And here's C.J. Kafus, 44 Major League games in the regular season. The pitch waved at, 1-2 the count. Good splitter. So you talk about a kiddie core. And this is an elimination game for Cleveland. And they're trusting the youngsters. Now the 1-2. Swung on, bang to first, knocked down by Torkelson, recovers, steps on the bag, inning is over. So after 2, Cleveland on top of Detroit 1-0 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Perry's Ice Cream and baseball, now that's a home run combination. Scoop up the richer, creamier taste of real ice cream in every spoonful. With so many flavors to choose from, Perry's has an indulgence for every craving. Grab a scoop at Progressive Field or find Perry's at your local retailer today and make every day a winner. Perry's is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Rosie here. You know catchers are a lot like the Rose Home Service Program, always protecting home. The Rose Home Service Program keeps your home pest-free year-round. You can choose from 3 options, basic, advantage, or premium. Each addresses different needs, budgets, and comes with a dedicated technician. Pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
Imagine the perfect chicken tender. Crispy, juicy, for lack of a better word, tendery. Now imagine these perfect tenders at Wendy's. 'Cause they are. Wendy's new chicken tenders are here with delicious new dipping sauces like Wendy's Signature, Creamy Ranch, and Honey Barbecue. And they're so good, we even changed our name from Wendy's to Tendies. I believe that's what the kids call manifesting. For Tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
With completely reimagined exhibits, the Cleveland Museum of Natural History invites you to experience science and nature like never before. Residents of select local cities visit free every weekend as part of the Jack, Joseph, and Morton Mandel Community Days. Learn more at cmnh.org.
Extra Innings Bloom Daddy Show Playoff Edition after the game on WTAM 1100, home of the Guardians.
Cleveland Guardians are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs, America's iron and steel leader. To learn more, visit cliffsteel.com. 1-0 Cleveland, third inning. George Valera, first inning, 411-foot homer to right center. Tigers got 2 men on with nobody out in the first, and Tanner Bybee then struck out the side. Number 9 hitter Javier Baez to the plate. Righty against righty. The kick and delivery, and it's waved at. Baez got back to some of the issues that have plagued him throughout his career in the second half, and that is swinging at everything. The 0-1. Tried to bunt his way on, jabbed at it, and he offered. That pitch was in the other batter's box. 0-2 the count. Baez made the All-Star team. His batting average in the second half plummeted 52 points. His OPS plummeted over 200 points. Now the 0-2. Swung on, grounded toward third. Ramirez has it, throws it, 1 down. Of course, Javi Baez was the Cubs' starting second baseman in the 2016 World Series. Top of the order, Parker Meadows had an infield hit his first time up. Left-handed batting center fielder. Tanner Bybee. Man, does he look good here. 7 straight retired. The 2 base runners, infield hit, and an error. Bybee angled toward the hitter, delivers, and it's in there. Bybee is angled toward the third base foul line. He's got that hybrid delivery. Now the 0-1. Swung on a high chopper to second. Chin high hop handled. Rocchio throws out Meadows. 2 down. Here's Gleyber Torres. who reached on that drop fly ball by Chase DeLauder in the first when DeLauder battled the sun. But Bybee, talk about a pick-me-up. That's what he did for this ball club, and that's why it's 1-0 Cleveland, third inning. 2 down, nobody on base. Here's the pitch to Torres. Swung on, drilled to left center. That's a base hit. Cut off in the gap by Stephen Kwan. And that's hit number 2 for the Tigers, bringing up Kerry Carpenter. Carpenter struck out looking his first time up. Bybee 4 strikeouts, no walks here in the third. 1-0 Cleveland. Bybee's ready. Here it comes. And it's down low, kicks away from Naylor, and up to second goes Gleyber Torres. And once again, Tigers get a runner at second base with 2 down. Naylor tried to backhand that ball in the dirt instead of sliding to his right and trying to block it with his body. And so Torres to second on the wild pitch. The pitch swung on, Carpenter pops it up. Third baseman Jose Ramirez, the wind blowing it toward the dugout, stays with it and staggers and makes the catch. If Jose Ramirez is having trouble with the sun and wind, everybody is. What a job by Jose on the pop foul. And so it's a 1-0 ball game. Cleveland up, middle of the third. Ball game! You will have another October to remember.
Your Cleveland Guardians battle the Tigers in the 2025 Wild Card Series this week at Progressive Field. Get your tickets now at CLEGuardians.com.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary. We believe that every sport should be epic. Every home run, every hit, every inning, every play. From the moments that are legendary to the ones that fly under the radar. Whether it's a walk-off grand slam or a base hit to center field. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Bet365, the official sports betting partner of the Cleveland Guardians. 21 plus only, must be present in Ohio. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise to be the hands you can trust, no matter what specialty care is needed. As Northeast Ohio's trusted children's hospital, when their health needs a helping hand, put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands.
Relationship benefits at KeyBank reward you for things you were going to do anyway, like using your KeyBank checking account 5 times each month. You could unlock higher interest rates, more cash back, and loan discounts. Now, imagine getting rewarded for other things you were going to do anyway, like high-fiving.
Yes.
Calling your mom.
Hello.
Or petting cute dogs. If only. Learn how simple it is to get benefits when opening a checking account at key.com/relationship. KeyBank opens doors. All credit products subject to credit approval. KeyBank, member FDIC.
This is Bill Wills. Tomorrow morning, news, sports, traffic, and weather together on the 10s. News Radio, WTAM 1100.
Number 9 hitter Brian Rocchio, switch hitter batting left-handed, will lead off the third with Cleveland holding a 1-0 lead. It's win or go home for Cleveland. Detroit wins, and they head to Seattle for the division series starting Saturday. Casey Mize into the motion. Rocchio takes up high. Mize has had to make 47 pitches in the first 2 innings. Tanner Bybee's made 46 through 3. The 1-0. Swung on, hit high in the air to fairly deep right. Perez fighting the wind. The sun makes the catch. And again, that wind kept that ball from going where Rocchio surely thought he was going to have a chance, if not a home run, extra bases, and he got to second just shaking his head. One down, top of the order. Here's Stephen Kwan. Popped up his first time. The kick and delivery. Outside, ball one. Mize, the pitch. And it swung on, drilled to left down the line. Foul. 1-1 the count. Boy, the key today is either hit line drives or hit a ball high in the air and hope somebody mishandles it. Strong wind blowing in from right and right center. A 71-degree day. Nothing but sunshine, blue skies overhead. For Cleveland, this must feel like that Arizona sky in spring training. Kwan socks one high in the air to shallow left. The shortstop Baez grabbing it. 2 down. Now George Valera. He hit a fastball from Casey Mize, 411 feet into right center. That's your ball game. 1-0 Cleveland. Third inning, 2 outs, nobody on. George Valera, like Chase DeLauder, a resume littered with injuries. He lines this one to left, and coming in to make the belt-high catch, Riley Green. That ball was struck well. 3 in the books. Cleveland 1, Detroit 0 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Perry's Ice Cream and baseball, now that's a home run combination. Scoop up the richer, creamier taste of real ice cream in every spoonful. With so many flavors to choose from, Perry's has an indulgence for every craving. Grab a scoop at Progressive Field or find Perry's at your local retailer today and make every day a winner. Perry's is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
With completely reimagined exhibits, the Cleveland Museum of Natural History invites you to experience science and nature like never before. Residents of select local cities visit free every weekend as part of the Jack, Joseph, and Morton Mandel Community Days. Learn more at cmnh.org.
When flu season rears its aching, coughing, sneezing, feverish head, protect yourself, your loved ones, and your coworkers by getting your flu shot today at Discount Drug Mart. Flu shots at Drug Mart are easy and convenient. Walk-ins are welcome, and all pharmacists in all locations are prepared to immunize you during pharmacy hours. Most insurance is accepted with a zero copay for most Medicare, Medicaid, or Medical Mutual of Ohio patients. The flu can end with you at Discount Drug Mart.
Brilliant Electric Sign Company is Northeast Ohio's largest full-service sign company, serving their clients for over 95 years. Brilliant designs, fabricates, and installs. A wide range of interior and exterior signage and graphics that will help separate your business from the competition, including LED letter sets, pylon signs, message centers, graphics, and wayfinding signs. Contact the experts at Brilliant Electric Sign to provide you a state-of-the-art signage solution that will grow your business. Visit them at brilliantsign.com.
Make WTAM 1100 a preset on our free iHeartRadio app and listen to Guardians Baseball.
Let's pause 10 seconds. Station ID on the Cleveland Clinic Guardians Radio Network.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeartRadio station.
Jim Rosenhaus along with Tom Hamilton back at Progressive Field, downtown Cleveland, along with Joe Fritchen in the booth. Brian Motze at command center. Andre Knott just outside the Guardians dugout down in the camera bay. Guardians with a 1-0 lead heading to the 4th inning, and Tanner Bybee gets back to it facing Spencer Torkelson. Takes a strike on the inside corner. And the count's 0-1 on Torkelson, who struck out his first time up. Bybee really looking tough here in the first 3 innings. Now in the 4th, the pitch swung on, chopped foul at home plate. Torkelson is down on one knee to try and work out the pain on that one, and it's 0-2. Tanner Bybee so far, he's allowed 2 hits, He has struck out 4, has not walked a batter, and worked out of a tough jam in the first inning when the first 2 hitters reached, but then came back to strike out the next 3. And he is pitching the way that the Guardians expect him to. He was pitching that way down the stretch. He pitched this way in the postseason a year ago. Here's the 0-2 to Torkelson. Swung on, cued foul off the netting over on that first base side. And the count remains 0-2 on Torkelson. Bybee a year ago in the postseason, 2 starts against the Tigers. Only allowed 2 runs in 8 2/3. Couple of no decisions. Here's the 0-2. Down low, 1-2. But the Guardians won both of those games. The opener here, and then that pivotal game 4 that brought the series back to Cleveland. And the Guardians were up against it in Detroit. Now the 1-2 to Torkelson. Low and outside. Naylor tried to frame it on the corner, but no, said the home plate umpire, Adam Beck. 2-2 the count. Now Bybee with that abbreviated windup. Here's his 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a breaking ball. 5 strikeouts for Tanner Bybee. 1 down in the 4th. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and with early detection and expert care, Cleveland Clinic is giving patients the breast cancer care more options and better outcomes. Visit clevelandclinic.org/breastcancer to learn more. Here's Riley Green, struck out his first time up. The pitch to him. He swings and pops it foul and out of play. That's the one area that Green's trying to clean up a bit. He led the American League in strikeouts this year. Just under 200. But still hit the 36 homers, 111 driven in. Always a threat at the plate. Here's Bybee's 0-1. Outside, 1-1. And visiting with Green on the workout day here Monday, he said the biggest key, he finally had a season where he stayed healthy. 157 games played. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Chase the off-speed down low. And the count's now 1-2 on Riley Green. Bybee with a 1-2 count on Green. Here comes the pitch. Just a bit outside. Tried it with the fastball at 96 miles an hour, but just missed off the corner. 2-2 the count. Now Bybee winds it up, the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2-2 the count on Riley Green. It's 1-0 Guardians on the George Valera home run back in the first inning. Yesterday, tight, tense game that the Tigers won 2-1. Uncharacteristic for the Guardians. Couple of unearned runs for the opposition. 2 key errors in the game. The 3-2 swung on, and that's drilled to right. And it's going to get down for a base hit. It gets past Valera, bounces up against the wall. Green tries for 2, and he's in safely with a slide. That will go as a double for Riley Green. Although if Valera can make the play on the short hop, Green stays at first base. There's no question about that. And Valera looked like he got there, and the ball actually bounced behind him. He overran it. And that's why it got past him, and that's why Green is now in scoring position. So not an error, but a misplay by the Guardians right fielder, George Valera. Winsell Perez steps in. The pitch to him is swung on and popped up foul and out of play. So again, shaky outfield defense for the Guardians, which in the first 2 games of this series has been an issue. 0-1 the count. Bibee sets. Here's his pitch. Swung on, ripped to first, knocked down by Kafis. Takes it to the bag in time for the out as Green advances to third, but now there's 2 down. Good knockdown by Kafis, and he had the time to make the play at first base. Now Dylan Dingler steps in. Struck out his first time up. Dingler yesterday also 0 for 4. A couple of strikeouts for him yesterday. Young man from Ohio State. Grew up in Massillon. A family full of Cleveland baseball fans, but not anymore, not with their son and brother playing for the Detroit Tigers. Here comes the pitch from Tanner Bibee. And it's a fastball strike on the outside corner. Boy, perfectly placed. And Dingler, well, he's the other catcher, so he wants to make sure that pitch is called for Casey Mize in the bottom of the inning. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Just a little bit high. Stayed with the heat at 95 miles an hour. 1-1 the count on Dylan Dingler. Guardians with a 1-run lead here in the 4th inning. Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series. Here's the 1-1. On the outside corner for a strike. Another fastball from Tanner Bibee. Trying to work through it again. Had a runner in scoring position in the first, no damage. Runner at third, 2 outs, top of the 4th. The 1-2 to Dingler. Low and outside, tried to get him to chase the cutter, and Dingler would not do it. Riley Green down at third base after the double, advanced on a ground out. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and there's a high pop fly down the right field line. Bending foul, and this one's out of play. So we'll do it again on 2-2 to Dingler. If the Guardians win, there is a Game 3 tomorrow. Right now, it's at the same time at 1:08, but that all depends on what happens with the other series later today. If 1, 2, or all 3 wrap up, that will change the game time here, moving it later in the day. So we'll wait and see on that. Got to get there first. Now the 2-2 from Bibee. Swung on, a chopper foul outside of third. And Dingler spoiling some pitches here, trying to put together a good plate appearance. Both these teams struggled with men in scoring position yesterday. The Tigers just 1 out of 8. And for much of September, they hit under 200 with men in scoring position. Big reason why they had a miserable month. Went 7-17 the final month of the year. 2-2 the count on Dingler. Here comes the pitch. Low and outside, ball 3. Tried to get him to chase a cutter, but it spun too far off the plate. And now it's 3-2 on Dingler with Zach McKinstry waiting on deck. Payoff pitch coming. Bibee winds it up to 3-2. In the dirt, ball 4. Good stop on a pitch in the dirt by Naylor. That keeps Green down at third base. But the walk to Dingler gives the Tigers runners on the corners. And McKinstry coming to the plate. He'll wait as Carl Willis, the pitching coach, heads to the mound to have a chat with Tanner Bibee. Enbridge Gas Ohio would like to remind you, whether you are an individual or a contractor, state law requires that you call 811 before you dig. to have underground utilities marked. It's simple and free. Just dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. And the Guardians up 1-0, trying to force a decisive Game 3 in this series tomorrow. The winner of the series moves on to take on the Seattle Mariners. And that series begins in Seattle on Saturday. Mound meeting complete. McKinstry will step in. He had that big squeeze sack bunt, and that brought in a run late. First time in Tigers history they've ever had a sack bunt RBI in a postseason game. McKinstry digs in. Left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. And it's down low for ball 1. Guardians, they have Ramirez even with the bag at third base. Kafis holding the runner at first. Outfield shading McKinstry just a little bit to pull. Bibee trying to work through it here in the 4th. The right-hander delivers. Off speed, drops on the outside corner for a strike. Good curve from Tanner Bibee. One and one the count on McKinstry. Here's the pitch. Outside and high. 2-1 the count. Zach McKinstry, Central Michigan product. Tigers got him from the Dodgers. Had a hard time cracking that Dodger lineup on a regular basis, but he has been a steady contributor here with Detroit. The 2-1. The inside corner for a strike. Went with a curve again, a beauty. And now it's 2-2 on Zach McKinstry. Green at third. Dingler at first. 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch. Just a little bit outside. He went with a changeup that time and missed high and away to McKinstry. So the count is full again. Bibee really having to work here the last 2 innings. Pitch count starting to rise. The 3-2. Down low, ball 4. McKinstry walks, and they're loaded for the number 9 hitter, Javi Baez. And the pitch count up to 74 for Bibee, 28 this inning. And now he faces Baez, who had 2 hits yesterday. Bounced to third his first time up today. Right-handed hitter with some pop and experience in the postseason. Bibee sets. Here's his pitch. Breaking ball, inside corner, strike 1. Guardians lead by a run, but the Tigers threatening big time here in the 4th with 2 outs, bases loaded. Oh, and 1 the count on Baez. Here's Bibee's pitch. Swung on, ground ball near the middle, on through, base hit center field. 1 run is in. They're going to wave Dingler around. The throw goes to third. Safe at third base is McKinstry as Dingler crossed home plate, and the Tigers take a 2-1 lead on the 2-run single from Baez, who moves up to second on the throw. Very close play at third, and the Guardians want a challenge, I think. Stephen Vogt popping out of the dugout, and he may be looking at a couple of different things here. The play at third, if McKinstry's out and the call's reversed there, did Dingler cross home plate before the out?
Cleveland is challenging the safe call at third base.
So they're going to start with that. The safe call at third. Huge play or decision in this game, potentially. Right now, it's 2-1 Tigers on the 2-run single by Javi Baez. And Andre, if you're down there,
I'm always down here.
Did you get a good look at?
Yes, it's very close at third base. They think they may have McKinstry going into third base. Now, I didn't see where the runner was going in. The tag is a little bit high, Jim. So on the runner, McKinstry coming into third, but he got him on the shoulder. Ozzie felt like he had him. So I think that's the first thing, and you're right about the guy scoring from second base. They want to check that as well, but they want this out at third base.
Yeah, I think if he's out at third, it is really close as to whether Dingler made it. And Dingler looked back after he crossed home plate, as if he might have thought, maybe I didn't get there before that play at third. So we'll see.
And Rosie, that oven mitt is what's going to play into this. You never know where the hand is on the oven mitt. That's on his right hand. That tip went around the bag, but his left hand was late getting to the bag, and that's when Hosey had the tag on the shoulder of the right shoulder. So we shall see. I think he's out, but they don't pay me to make those decisions.
Andre, does one oven mitt equal 2 hands?
This is not NFL, but yes. But you know what? I'm glad you said that. I think umpires struggle with knowing when the hand actually gets there with those oven mitts because they're a little bit longer than your actual hand is, if that makes sense.
Here we go, I think. No. They faked us. They looked this way.
Well, this is a tough one because, as I said, with those oven mitts, it is difficult to make a call at times.
And usually the fans, they'll
tell you.
Yeah, but they've shown us several different angles, and I think they're kind of nervous about this as to whether it holds.
Well, DeLauder made a good throw. He kept the throw low, which you need to do coming from the outfield, so it could be cut.
Boy, big point in this game. The Guardians, as it stands right now, are trailing 2-1, but we'll see if that changes based on the replay review. Here we go.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out at third base. Also, the second run does not count.
Wow.
Cleveland retains.
A double win for the Guardians. Gunnar Wilhelmi, early candidate for game MVP. He is the video replay review coordinator for the Guardians. So the Tigers do score the tying run, but the out at third negates that second run and ends the inning. We will head to the fifth. Tied at 1 in downtown Cleveland.
Hey, you mind keeping it down up there, please?
KeyBank will meet you in that I need new neighbors moment.
Rick, it's your mortgage loan officer, Beth. I was in the neighborhood and wanted to let you know your home loan application's been approved.
Beth, you're always there for me, and not a moment too soon.
Are your neighbors bowling with grand pianos again?
And apparently raising livestock?
Ew.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 399797.
Okay, you say, I want some breakfast. Your so-called boyfriend says, we got eggs in the fridge. Obviously, when you say breakfast, you mean McDonald's. Definitely a side-eye situation.
It's back, and it's delicious. For a limited time, get a sausage McMuffin with egg, hash browns, and a small hot coffee for just $5. Only at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Greater Cleveland Sports Hall of Fame, a Northeast Ohio treasure since 1976, will have a permanent home in 2025 to honor the more than 500 inductees across 32 sports. Learn more at clevelandsportshall.com.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
I can't believe they're moving the team to another city.
True, but you'll never forget all the joy they brought into your life.
Joy? They made the playoffs twice in 50 years.
Gosh, those 2 times were pretty great, weren't they?
How would I know? I wasn't even born yet.
Just think of all the free time you'll have on game days.
Those games were the highlight of my week.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Extra innings Bloom Daddy Show playoff edition after the game on WTAM 1100, home of the Guardians.
Man, there's a lot going on in this one. We're just now getting to the bottom of the fourth. I believe I said going to the fifth, but bottom of the fourth now. Jose Ramirez leads things off. In a 1-1 game, Casey Mize back to work, and Ramirez takes a ball outside. So just to review, it looked like a 2-run single for Javi Baez. The 1-0. Breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike. The throw went to third as Zach McKinstry was trying to go from first to third. Chase DeLauder with a good throw. Initial call was safe at third. 2 runs. The 1-1 outside, 2-1. But the Guardians challenged the safe call at third. That was overturned. Out at third. And Dylan Dingler, trying to score from second, did not make it across home plate before the out was recorded. The 2-1 on the inside corner for a strike, 2-2. So that run did not count. That's why we're tied at 1 instead of the Tigers in front 2-1, and they would still be batting as well. Here's the 2-2. Ramirez rips it foul past the Tiger dugout on the first base side. So it remains 2-2 on Jose Ramirez, who popped to third his first time up. Facing Casey Mize, the right-hander, who's allowed just 1 hit. It was a home run for George Valera in the first. The 2-2 swung on line, foul down the left side. Ramirez bidding for extra bases down that third base line. So Valera with the home run. Good at bat for Chase DeLauder with a walk. C.J. Kafis with a ground out to third. The kitty core that's in that lineup today. The 2-2. Down low, ball 3. And we'll get some thoughts on that from Andre Knott downstairs in just a moment. But big pitch coming here to Jose Ramirez. 3-2 the count. Here it comes. Swung on line, foul and out of play. Third base side. So it remains 3-2 on Jose, who's trying to get this inning started quickly for the Guardians. And as he says, look, I probably get more pitches to hit than you would think, because a lot of times pitchers don't want to walk him because he's stolen 44 bases. So it's almost a double. The 3-2 outside, ball 4. Ramirez draws a walk to lead things off here in the 4th inning. We mentioned the kitty core, and they have provided some bump today. And Andre, what do you have on the young hitters?
You've talked about the young hitters, and the one thing from Stephen Vogt and Grant Fink, the hitting coach for the Guardians, Rosie, and I know you guys know this, they feel like with these guys, whether it be George Valera, who's hit the home run already today, Chase DeLauder, C.J. Kafis, is that they control their strike zone very well. What does that mean? You just saw it with Jose Ramirez. They know their strike zone. They know what pitches to swing at, and so far today, the young kitty cores probably have the best at-bats we've seen from the Guardians.
Well, they're going to have to do it against a lefty. How about this? A.J. Hinch going to his bullpen already to bring on the left-hander Tyler Holton to face left-handed hitting Kyle Manzardo. So we will take a break and come back with more after this in a 1-1 game.
At Cleveland Clinic, every moment matters. So you unite as one to care for hearts like your very own. You push your minds to help heal theirs. And you forge new paths to help fight cancers. Because when defying the odds is what you do, the right care can change everything. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Ladies, I'm an Ohio tradeswoman, and if you're looking for a high-paying, interesting career, it's waiting for you in the skilled trades. Ohio tradeswomen put on hard hats every day and work on some of the biggest construction projects in Ohio. Ohio tradeswomen provides free on-the-job training. You'll earn a salary and benefits from day one, and you'll be proud to tell your family, I built that. If you're ready for a high-paying career you'll love, visit OhioTradeswomen.com today and learn more.
Weather when you need it. Your severe weather station is WTAM 1100.
Well, left-hander Tyler Holton is on to pitch for the Tigers. and he has had unlimited success, it seems, against Cleveland. And he's on to pitch here in the 4th inning with Jose Ramirez aboard at first with a leadoff walk. Kyle Manzardo, a left-on-left situation, digging in. The pitch, breaking ball up high for ball 1. Holton, kind of a Swiss Army knife for the Tigers. They've used him as an opener and at any point in the game, really, in relief. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, foul back into the net. And the count's 1-1, and this conjures up memories of the pitching chaos that the Tigers deployed so often a year ago when they made their brilliant run to the postseason with a tremendous second half. Here's the 1-1. On the inside corner, strike 2 called on Manzardo. Tyler Holton, regular season, 70 appearances, 6-5, an ERA of 3.66. And he can go multiple innings. The 1-2 swung on, and that's looped to the shortstop. Up with it, Baez steps on the back for 1, throws to first, double play. So the Tigers, they know that the Guardians have been susceptible to left-handed pitching. Holton's one of only 2 lefties in the bullpen. Brent Herter the other, but A.J. Hinch feeling that this is a point in the game where he wants to keep it where it is. 1-1 the score. Bo Naylor the batter, another left-handed hitter, and he takes a pitch in tight for ball 1. Holton out of Florida State, the pitch swung on. There's a slow chopper foul off to the third base side. 1-1 the count on Naylor. Base is empty, 2 away, 4th inning. Here's the 1-1. On the outside corner, strike 2 called. Naylor, regular season, ended up at 195 with the average, but 14 homers, 47 driven in, and a tremendous September. And he takes a pitch outside for a ball. It's now 2-2. Bo really came on down the stretch. Here's the 2-2 from Holton. Swung on, bouncing ball to third, corralled by McKinstry, throws to first just in time. Big stretch by Torkelson helped, and the side is retired. We head to the 5th. We are tied at 1 in downtown Cleveland.
Toyota gives you more electrified hybrid choices than anyone else, including the stylish new Corolla, a name synonymous with Toyota quality and dependability, the elegant new Toyota Crown Signia, and the latest edition of the legendary 4Runner. Toyota's extensive lineup also includes battery EVs like the tech-savvy all-electric BZ4X, and of course, the iconic Prius, the hybrid that started it all. That's the power of choice. From Toyota, let's go places.
A lot of businesses are in a pinch right now. They need more workers to keep things running, but they're not ready to hire anyone full-time. If you're one of those businesses, you might consider flexible labor from Minuteman Staffing. Minuteman has over 50 years' experience providing light industrial and warehouse workers in Northeast Ohio. They're ready for the job with drug screens and background checks. And Minuteman handles all the workers' comp and payroll. Reach out to them today. MinutemanInc.com.
Who says spring training can't feel like the playoffs? Join True Fan Travel in Arizona for a 5-night baseball vacation with Corey Kluber and Rajay Davis. Relax under the Arizona sun, cheer on the Guardians, and make memories that'll last a lifetime. With True Fan Travel, your hotel, game tickets, and exclusive experiences are covered. Plus, optional group flights to make travel easy. Spots are limited. Visit TrueFanTravel.com and join us for Guardians Spring Training 2026.
Walk-off home run. Cleveland wins the division title.
Your Cleveland Guardians battle the Tigers in the 2025 Wild Card Series this week at Progressive Field. Get your tickets now at CLEGuardians.com.
Hi, it's Bill Wills. Tomorrow morning, Jim Rosenhaus at 8:45 on the Guards, WTAM 1100.
Now, Tanner Bybee made 30 pitches in the 4th inning as he comes out for the 5th. Limited damage. Did allow the tying run to score, but had a bases loaded jam to work through. So, again, minimal damage allowed by Bybee. We'll see how he responds after that 30-pitch inning as he faces the top of that Tiger lineup, and Parker Meadows stepping in. Meadows is 1 for 2 with an infield single. His first time up. Left-handed batter. 1-1 the score. Here's the pitch from Bybee. Breaking ball on the inside corner, strike one. Guardians get the lefty Eric Sabrowski throwing in the pen. Here comes the 0-1 from Tanner Bybee. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball to left. Battling the wind and the sun is Kwan. He's under it, and he makes the catch for the first out here in the 5th. That'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Get you our injury report this half inning, presented by Elkin, official partner of the Guardians, for a team of injury lawyers dedicated to every client every day. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. Torres has reached on an error and singled in 2 trips. Here's the pitch from Bybee. Swing and a miss. Strike one as he had him out front. On that injured list, of course, David Fry with the facial fractures and nasal fractures. Good to see David in the clubhouse again today, as he'll be around this team as long as it's in the postseason. The 0-1. Breaking ball low and outside, but he went too far. That's a strike. They made the appeal to first base umpire David Rackley, and he says that Torres did not check his swing. So 0-2 on Torres. But Fry not available to play during the postseason now. Here comes the 0-2 from Tanner Bybee. Fastball called, strike 3. Torres caught looking. Bybee with 6 strikeouts. 2 quick ones here in the 5th inning for Tanner Bybee, who may be earning a 6th inning of work here. Maybe he can blow through this 5th inning quickly. Kerry Carpenter, the batter, with 2 down and the base is empty. Carpenter 0 for 2. He has struck out looking. Pop to third. 1-1 ball game. Tension filled here in the 5th. The pitch from Bybee. Just a bit outside. Ball 1 on the cutter. Carpenter, big power. They play him deep, slightly to pull in the outfield. Wind blowing in from right, though. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, lined up the middle, a base hit into center. Bybee ducked out of the way as that was somewhat close to being right back to the box. 2-out single for the Tigers. And now Spencer Torkelson, who's 0 for 2 against Bybee today. A pair of strikeouts for Torkelson. Also on the injured list for the Guardians, Nolan Jones with that oblique strain. And then everyone else has been on it for a while, including Lane Thomas, who had the surgery to repair the plantar fasciitis. Here's the pitch. And it's up high and inside for a ball. 1-0 the count on Torkelson. Carpenter at first. 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch from Bybee. Fastball up. 2-0 the count. Bybee's ready. Working from the stretch. Here's the 2-0. That's upstairs for ball 3. Now, a couple of walks last inning got him in trouble. He ended up loading the bases with 2 outs due to walks. But he worked out of it with a fine defensive play. Runner thrown out at third on a base hit. Here comes the 3-0. Inside and high for ball 4. So back-to-back base runners after 2 down, and that's going to be it for Tanner Bybee. Left-handed hitting Riley Green is due up, and they have the lefty Eric Sabrowski ready to go out of the pen, and Stephen Vogt wants him right now. So the day is done for Bybee. Just shy of 5 innings. We'll take a timeout for the pitching change. Guardians 1, Tigers 1 on the Cleveland Clinic Guardians Radio Network.
Stuck in a dead-end job? Kick your career into high gear through the Building Trades Apprenticeships. Ohio is calling up the next generation of skilled tradespeople across the state. We're hiring electricians, plumber pipe fitters, iron workers, sheet metal workers, bricklayers, cement masons, boilermakers, roofers, insulators, laborers, elevator constructors, and finishing tradespeople. Don't miss your shot at big money and full benefits as Earn and Learn in a Construction Apprenticeship. Are you ready to build your future? Start your application today at ohioconstructiontrades.com.
Dollar Bank is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians. Only with Dollar Bank can you get a Cleveland Guardians debit card design and Guardians branded checks. And when you use your card at the Guardians team store online or at Progressive Field, you'll get a great deal on the latest officially licensed MLB gear too. To learn more, visit dollar.bank/baseball. Dollar Bank. Let's get you there.
Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. The perks described herein are subject to change or termination without notice and at the sole discretion of Dollar Bank and or the Cleveland Guardians.
Let me take a few seconds to tell you about NOPEC. For 25 years, NOPEC has used its group buying power to negotiate exclusive energy rates only available to NOPEC customers. That's how they keep their natural gas and electric rates consistently affordable for families and businesses in 243 Ohio communities. Stop overpaying for your energy supply and switch to NOPEC today. Learn more at nopec.org or by calling NOPEC's 24/7 Customer Care Center at 855-667-3201.
Extra innings Bloom Daddy Show playoff edition after the game on WTAM 1100, home of the Guardians.
Left-hander Eric Sabrowski is on to pitch in the 5th. 2 on, 2 gone. Runners at first and second for the Tigers in a 1-1 game. And this has been the specialty for Sabrowski. 16 inherited base runners. Only 1 has scored on him. And he's on now with Riley Green, the batter. Tough assignment. Left on left. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's drilled to center. Lalauter comes in, makes the catch, and Sabrowski does it again. 1 pitch, gets out of it. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Still tied at 1.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, Cleveland, are you looking to score big with your home equity? Union Home Mortgage will help you unlock the value of your home and fund the promises you've made to yourself and your family. Visit UHM.com and score financial freedom today.
Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229.
Let me take a few seconds to tell you about NOPEC. For 25 years, NOPEC has used its group buying power to negotiate exclusive energy rates only available to NOPEC customers. That's how they keep their natural gas and electric rates consistently affordable for families and businesses in 243 Ohio communities. Stop overpaying for your energy supply and switch to NOPEC today. Learn more at nopec.org or by calling NOPEC's 24/7 Customer Care Center at 855-667-3201.
Stuck in a dead-end job? Kick your career into high gear through the Building Trades Apprenticeships. Ohio is calling up the next generation of skilled tradespeople across the state. We're hiring electricians, plumber pipe fitters, iron workers, sheet metal workers, bricklayers, cement masons, boilermakers, roofers, insulators, laborers, elevator constructors, and finishing tradespeople. Don't miss your shot at big money and full benefits as Earn and Learn in a Construction Apprenticeship. Are you ready to build your future? Start your application today at ohioconstructiontrades.com. This is Bill Wills. Tomorrow morning, news, sports, traffic, and weather together on the 10s, WTAM 1100.
Guardians and Tigers tied at 1 as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Andre Knott's downstairs. And Andre, we mentioned David Fry in our injury report today. And he can't be in the dugout, but closest thing to that.
Next best thing. His jersey is still down here at the end of the dugout. They have it in here to represent him and how important he is to this ball club. That tells you all you need to know. That jersey goes everywhere they go, and it's down here with them. Without him here, his jersey's still his.
Great stuff, Andre. And Gabriel Arias leads it off, pounds one foul. And again, David Fry around the ballpark, able to be in the clubhouse, but just with where he's at in his recovery from the facial and nasal fractures, they don't feel a best interest to be in the dugout, as the next pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. 0-2 the count. Well, we have another typical for this year's series and last year too, Tiger Guardian game shaping up. The 0-2 low and in, 1-2, which means something out of the ordinary is going to happen for a deciding run. You know it, the way this series has gone. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Arias. Swing and a miss, strike three. Tyler Holton came on last inning. Got a double play ground out and another ground out, and now he strikes out Arias. Mentioned when he came in, he's been tremendous against Cleveland. Regular season in his career, 18 appearances. He's only allowed 3 runs in 29 innings against the Guardians, and now he faces Chase DeLauder. Left on left again. The pitch. DeLauder swings and fouls it at home plate for strike one. DeLauder in his major league debut today in the postseason. How about that? Walked his first time up. Now is against the starter, Casey Mize. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, looped foul and out of play. Strike two. Final line for Mize, 3 innings plus 1 batter in the third. He allowed just 1 hit. It was a home run to George Valera. He walked 2, struck out 1. Here's the 0-2. Low and outside. Good take by DeLauder, as that was that nasty slider from Tyler Holton. 1-2 the count on DeLauder. Here's the pitch. Outside and low. And the count now 2-2 on DeLauder. And we saw him fall behind in his first at-bat early in the count, but work a walk. Is he heading down that road again? Well, it's 2-2. Holton right back with the next pitch. Swung on, chopped foul at home plate. DeLauder in the minor leagues, in between 6 different stints on the injured list, put together an OPS of 888. So wherever he's been, when he's been healthy, he's hit. Been healthy, that's the hard part. The 2-2. Swung on, looped foul and out of play. Back behind home plate. 3 different stints on the injured list this year alone. But finally healthy, and the Guardians trying to see what he can do when they need a boost offensively. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, looped foul back into the screen again. He'll do it again on 2-2 to Chase DeLauder. Tyler Holton with 1 out, bases empty. With the 2-2, swung on, ground ball to the second baseman. Torres digs it out, flips on to first for the out. 2 down here in the 5th. Up steps C.J. Kafis. Kafis bounced to first his first time up. And again, this is why A.J. Hinch went to Holton early with all that left-handed hitting. Maybe to see if Stephen Vogt might go to his bench, but he's staying with it now with only 1 other lefty in the pen. Here's the pitch. And it's on the inside corner for a strike to C.J. Kafis. Here comes the 0-1 from Holton. Down low. 1-1 the count. It's a 1-1 game here in the 5th. Tigers won the opener 2-1 yesterday. So an elimination game for Cleveland. Here's the 1-1. On the outside corner for a strike. Good sinker that time. 1-2 the count on Capus. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, a bouncing ball, third base, past the diving third baseman McKinstry. In the left field it goes, and Capus is aboard with a 2-out single. Just a chop to the third base side, close enough to the line where McKinstry, who was playing off the line, could not get to it. And Capus is aboard with just the second hit on the afternoon for the Guardians. Now Brian Rocchio turns around, bats from the right side. He flied to deep right his first time up. Here's the pitch, and he swings and pops it up foul out of play, third base side. 0-1 the count on Rocchio. Boy, wind still blowing in from right, hard, at times across from right to left. Here's the 0-1. Just missed inside. Went with a cutter that time. 1-1 the count on Rocchio, one of the most productive Guardians hitters post All-Star break. Second on the team in runs driven in the second half. The 1-1. Breaking ball on the inside corner, strike 2 call. And he capped his regular season with that memorable walk-off 3-run home run that won the game against Texas on Sunday. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, bouncing ball to third. McKinstry has it to second for the force. In time, side retired. 5 complete in downtown Cleveland. Guardians won, the Tigers won.
For over 40 years, Car Parts Warehouse has been Northeast Ohio's choice for replacement auto parts for Cleveland Guardians fans. Locally owned and operated, Car Parts Warehouse is over 450 employees and 23 locations dedicated to providing you with the right parts at the right price right now. Car Parts Warehouse prides itself on its knowledgeable sales staff and huge inventory of top-name brands like AC Delco, Mopar, Motorcraft, Brembo, Moog, and Monroe. Be sure to stop in for a free set of windshield wiper blades on your birthday. No purchase necessary.
Good food, good life. That's the mission of Nestle. You know the company for its mouth-watering Stouffer's macaroni and cheese with roots dating back to 1922 right here in Cleveland, Ohio. DiGiorno's delicious rising crust and croissant crust pizzas, or the hundreds of other products spanning coffee, beverages, baking, and creamers. In the state of Ohio and across the world, Nestle is unlocking the power of food to enhance the quality of life for everyone, today and for generations to come. Visit NestleUSA.com to learn more.
Imagine the perfect chicken tender. Crispy, juicy, for lack of a better word, tendery. Now imagine these perfect tenders at Wendy's. 'Cause they are. Wendy's new chicken tenders are here with delicious new dipping sauces like Wendy's Signature, Creamy Ranch, and Honey Barbecue. And they're so good, we even changed our name from Wendy's to Tendies. I believe that's what the kids call manifesting. For Tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Step back in time and celebrate America's pastime at the Baseball Heritage Museum at League Park, the birthplace of Cleveland baseball. Relive legendary moments and discover the history that shaped the game we love. Visit baseballheritagemuseum.org today.
Cleveland's news, talk, and sports on WTAM 1100 and on 106.9 FM.
Eric Sabrowski, he worked last, got the final out, and he is going to stay on here at least at the start of the 6th inning. We've got a ball game, deadlocked at 1, and this series has been exactly what you kind of thought it would be. Tightly contested, low scoring. Winsell Perez will turn around and bat right-handed, 0 for 2. 1-1 game, and he takes a first pitch strike on a fastball from Sabrowski. Tom Hamilton back with you on this glorious day off the lakefront. 71 degrees, sunshine, and a strong breeze blowing in from right and right center. Sabrowski just misses inside. Along with Jim Rosenhaus, Andre Knott, Brian Matze, and Joe Fritchen. 1-1, 6th inning. The pitch. Up high, ball 2-1. Winsel Perez finished the regular season batting 105 over the last 13 games. And he's 0 for 5 in this series. Now the 2-1 delivery. And it's high, ball 3-1. Tanner Bybee went 4 2/3, gave up a run on 5 hits, struck out 3, struck out 6, walked 3, 87 pitches. The pitch waved at, full count. Casey Mize got yanked after he walked the leadoff man in the 4th. He only made 62 pitches, goes 3 innings, giving up a run on a hit, struck out 1, walked 2. The pitch. Swung on, popped up. This is near the pitcher's mound. This could be an adventure. Everybody is there. Caught by the shortstop Arias, who falls to the seat of his pants on the grass area behind the mound. A sky-high pop-up, and with this cloudless day and this strong wind, anything in the air can become an adventure. 1 down. Here's Dylan Dingler. Struck out and walked. Right-handed slugging catcher for the Tigers. The pitch to him, a called strike. Dingler probably learned a lesson the really hard way back in the 4th inning. Pivotal moment in this game. The 0-1, down low, 1-1. Tigers with the bases loaded, 2 down. Javi Baez banged a single up the middle to center. Riley Green scored. Dylan Dingler was coming home from second base. Now the set. Now the 1-1 pitch. Up and in, 2-1. And going to third base was Zach McKinstry from first. And center fielder Chase DeLauder through to third. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled back, 2-2. Initially, the call at third was safe, so the inning would continue, and the Tigers scored 2. Cleveland challenged. Not only was the runner out at third, Dingler didn't cross home plate before the out was made at third. The pitch, and it's low, full count. So instead of it being 2-1 Detroit and men at second and third with 2 down, inning over, game tied, 1-1, it's still that way here in the 6th. Now the payoff pitch. Strike! Or is it? No, it's not a strike. Sabrowski thought so, but Dingler draws the walk. And now, left on left, Zach McKinstry to the plate. Boy, Cleveland's had trouble with the bottom of the order today. Dingler, the number 7 hitter, has walked twice. Here's Zach McKinstry, the number 8 hitter. He's walked. And Javi Baez, the number 9 hitter, with the RBI single. Left on left, the pitch. McKinstry takes the strike. 1-1 game. Dingler, the runner at first, not by any means fleet of foot. Playing in front of him, just off the line, is Kafus. The pitch is high, a breaking ball that didn't break. Hunter Gaddis warming in the Cleveland pen. Boy, and you had to go to Gaddis yesterday in the 7th inning. Here's the 1-1. That's a strike. With Javi Baez due next, one assumes Gaddis is getting ready to face him. One thing about Sabrowski, he's not really a matchup guy. He gets both guys out, left or right-handed. Now the 1-2 pitch to McKinstry. Fouled back. No margin for error for Cleveland. They lose, it's over. They win Game 3 at some point tomorrow, depending on how the other 3 series go and how many Game 3s there are. Now the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Sabrowski strikes out McKinstry. 2 down. Here comes Voter. Timeout. Here in the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network. 6th inning in a deadlocked 1-1 game.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise: to be the hands you can trust.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
In the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeart radio station.
Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenhaus, Andre Knott, Brian Motze, and Joe Fritchen with you on this bright, sunny, 71-degree Wednesday afternoon, but the wind is howling, blowing in, making it very difficult on anything hitting the air. What a ball game it's been. George Valera, solo homer to right center in the first for Cleveland. Javi Baez, RBI single for Detroit in the 4th. Baez at the plate here in the 6th. 2 down, a runner at first. Gaddis lets it fly. Baez fouling it off. Yesterday, Hunter Gaddis worked an inning and 2/3 of scoreless relief, striking out 3. Right-hander against right-hander. Baez has already had 3 hits in the series. The pitch. Swung on, banged wide of third into left. Base hit again. Another 2-hit game for Baez. Stopping at second is Dingler. Top of the order now, Parker Meadows. Boy, Javi Baez had a brutal second half, but he has come to life here in this wild card series. Well, the Detroit Tigers yesterday went 1 for 8 with men in scoring position. Cleveland went 1 for 7. 2 on, 2 out for the Tigers. Another opportunity with a man in scoring position. Meadows takes, it's low. Today with men in scoring position, Detroit 1 for 7. Cleveland has not had an at-bat today with a runner in scoring position. Now the pitch to Meadows, and he golfs one in the air, fairly deep center. Lauder toward left center. Lauder makes the catch. Chase DeLauder had that wind pushing that ball away from him toward left center, and Chase DeLauder stayed with it. Folks, that was not an easy play. Would have been easier for left fielder Stephen Kwan, but again, when your center fielder makes the call, You've got to let him take it. So we'll have about a 2-minute opportunity to let our hearts come back to normal. 1-1 in the middle of the 6th.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Locked 1 run apiece, bottom of the 6th, left on left, 3rd inning for Tyler Holton. Stephen Kwan, the batter, takes a look at a strike. Holton, who was so good against Cleveland in the playoffs a year ago, has already today worked 2 scoreless innings. Kwan 0 for 6 in the series, and he bloops one in the air to shallow third. Backing up to grab it is McKinstry and Andre Knott. Tyler Holton is almost like another starter.
He is like another starter. He's like Scooble to us. We can't score on him, and I know A.J. Hinch knows that. He said after yesterday's game, he was asked why he let Scooble go back out, and he said, I know this Guardians lineup, and he's coming out. He almost heard me. He saw what they were doing. This is part of the game plan for A.J. Hinch. He's trying to keep the lefties in their hole, basically. So right now, Rodriguez getting ready to come up. He's changing pitchers because he's trying to stay away from Jose hitting right-handed in a big moment.
Great points, Andre. We'll take this time out. Tyler Holton, this guy, it's good news to see him walk toward the first base dugout. He was special again today, and this game's still tied at 1 in the 6th.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Game tied at 1. What a masterful job by Tyler Holton. 2 1/3 scoreless innings. He allowed 1 hit, struck out 1. Kyle Finnegan, he had 20 saves with Washington, 4 with Detroit. With Washington, he had an earned run average of .438. In 16 games with Detroit, an ERA of 1.50. Now Daniel Schneemann to bat for Rodriguez, and he fouls it back, strike 1. Once Jonathan Rodriguez was announced as the pinch hitter, to the bullpen went A.J. Hinch for the right-hander, and now the left-handed Daniel Schneemann bats for the right-handed Rodriguez. The 0-1 and a strike call. It was a tough finish for Daniel Schneemann. But he's got the capabilities of giving Cleveland the lead with the 1 swing of the bat. Now the set, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He chased one in the dirt, a split finger. Finnegan throws mid to upper 90s, plus the splitter and the slider, and he made quick work of Daniel Schneemann. 2 down. That'll bring up Jose Ramirez. He will bat left-handed. He's fouled out. He's walked. 1-1 game. It'll be settled by the bullpens now. Finnegan from the set. Here it comes. Outside a ball. In some ways, you get a sense A.J. Hinch is more comfortable with this pitching chaos that they termed it a year ago and having a bullpen game rather than a true starter, unless that starter is Tarek Skubal. The 1-0 pitch, fouled back, 1-1.
Well, Tom, I think it bears out what's happened today. Casey Mize had only allowed 1 hit, yet he was pulled in the 3rd inning, or after 3, and a chance to get to the pitching chaos now the rest of the way.
Now the set by Finnegan. Hands just below the chest. The pitch sails, 2-1. 97 miles an hour. Texas State University product is Kyle Finnegan. Detroit gave up a couple of minor leaguers at the deadline. The pitch. And he checked on a pitch down and in. That splitter's in the upper 80s. 3-1 the count. Finnegan is a guy a year ago with Washington had 38 saves. He's an all-star. Now the 3-1 pitch. Down low, threw him the splitter. So, again, Finnegan, if you gave him truth serum, would probably then admit, look, I didn't care if I walked Hosey or not. That's the one guy everybody has to circle, especially now in October. Until somebody else proves otherwise, if you're the opposition, you cannot let Jose Ramirez beat you. Here's Kyle Manzardo, 0 for 2. He takes a called strike. Jose Ramirez had 44 steals. He's at his best when a stolen base is critical. Dingler throws out 32% of the would-be base stealers. Good lead for Hosey. The 0-1. A little bit low, and the count 1-1. Kyle Manzardo 1 for 6 in the series. Game tied at 1. Runner on, 2 down, 6th inning. Shadows will start to become a factor here in the very near future. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, pulled on the ground to first, handled by Torkelson, steps on the bag, and we go to the 7th. A 1-1 game. Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right, down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Bloom Daddy Show Playoff Edition after the game on WTAM 1100, home of the Guardians.
Marathon knows you fans are the true co-pilot of any team. Marathon here to keep you and your team fueled all summer long. Marathon driven together. Well, it'll be Daniel Schneemann taking over in center. Chase DeLauder moves to right. DeLauder is most comfortable and is considered a tremendous right fielder defensively. Second inning for the right-hander. Hunter Gaddis with the first pitch strike. Gleyber Torres, the two-hole hitter and second baseman, 1 for 3 with a single. Cleveland's been out hit 6-2, but game tied at 1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Up high, 1-1. Cleveland truly with its back to the wall, but as manager Stephen Vogt said, that's not unfamiliar territory. The 1-1 swung on, fouled upstairs, 1-2 the count. But the one thing about your back to the wall in the month of September, there's always tomorrow. There is no tomorrow if Cleveland loses today. Game 3, if Cleveland wins, Slade Ciccone against Jack Flaherty. Now the 1-2. Inside all the way to the backstop. It grazed him. Cleveland may challenge this. Stephen Vogt is checking to see, do they challenge it? They do not. Just did get the jersey. Torres is aboard. Boy, if you're saying it feels like Cleveland's had runners on base all day, they have, except for the second inning. Detroit has stranded 9 runners through 6 innings. Here's Gary Carpenter, the DH, 1 for 3, a single. The pitch, and it's high and wide, ball 1, and command an issue right now for Hunter Gaddis. Eric Sabrowski, a scoreless inning in relief. Struck out 1, walked 1. Tanner Bybee, 1 run allowed in 4 2/3. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Torkelson swung at ball 2, a pitch that almost got him in the back foot. I think it said Torkelson Carpenter. Torkelson on deck. Gary Carpenter, 1 for 3, a single. Infield pulled to the right. Jose Ramirez, the third baseman, now playing short. Outfield a bit toward right, fairly deep. The pitch. A swing and a pulled foul first base side. Boy, it looked like a really good changeup. Cleveland played that like it was in play, but it was called a foul ball right away by home plate umpire Adam Beck. Boy, again, if Gaddis gets back to really believing in that changeup, that gives him that third weapon. Now the set by Gaddis, the 1-2. Checked swing. Did he go? No, and the appeal at third. That was another really good changeup, fading down and away to the left-handed hitting Carpenter. Torres at first, nobody out, 7th inning, game deadlocked at 1. Now the 2-2. Swung on, hammered foul down the right side and in and out of the club seats. Now the set. Again, the 2-2 delivery. Swing, and he pulled it foul. Good slider down and in. This is why that changeup really opens things up for a guy like Gaddis to a left-handed power hitter. His slider down and in, and if he can keep throwing that changeup down and away, tough guy to square up then. The 2-2. Changeup a little bit high and outside. But this is the most number of changeups to one hitter that we have seen from Hunter Gaddis since about July. But it's a full count with nobody out, runner at first. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Into center it trickles. Hitting second, going to third is Torres. Well, Cleveland had the infield, as I mentioned, pulled to the right. So Boda wasn't hit hard. Snuck through the middle, and Tigers at the corners with nobody out. Good at bat for Gary Carpenter. Spencer Torkelson, the batter. Pitching coach Carl Willis heading to the mound. The Tigers have a chance now here in the 7th to take the lead with runners at the corners, nobody out in a 1-1 game. The winner, either Detroit today or the winner tomorrow, if Cleveland wins today, heads to Seattle. The American League Division Series with the Mariners beginning on Saturday. The Yankees play for their baseball life tonight against Boston. The winner of that series plays north of the border in Toronto this weekend. The National League, Milwaukee awaits the winner of the Cubs, San Diego. Philly awaits the winner of the Dodgers and Reds. Infield double play depth, Spencer Torkelson, the batter. Now the infielders come in a little bit. The pitch, and it's down low, ball 1. Torres at third, Carpenter at first. Torkelson has struck out twice and walked. Had 31 homers, 78 RBIs. Not playing normal depth like you would for a double play. This gives you a chance for a play at the plate if it's hit hard enough at you. The pitch, swing and a miss. There was a good slider outside corner. Well, it seems like Detroit's had Cleveland on the ropes here since first inning, and Cleveland keeps pitching out of it. The next delivery, a little bit high, 2-1. Gaddis has made 19 pitches, only 11 strikes. Righty-righty matchup. Outfield fairly deep toward left. The next offering. Swung on, popped him up. Shallow left. Out is Arias, in is Kwan. Kwan is there. The left fielder makes the catch. Nobody can move up. Oh, what a mammoth out. Torkelson with a shallow pop to left. Keeps runners at the corners, 1 down. Here's Riley Green. Here's Stephen Vogt. Here's a pitching change and a timeout on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right, down the line. line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Riley Green, 36 homers, 31 doubles, 111 RBIs, is being pulled for a pinch hitter. With a left-hander on the mound, Tim Herron, the guy with the best offensive numbers for the Tigers, is pulled for the right-handed hitting Jahmai Jones. Wow! Riley Green, against left-handed pitching this year, batted .218. So Jahmai Jones will bat the pitch, and it's high, ball one. Now the key for Tim Herron is which Tim Herron do you get? He's got dominant stuff, but it's all about throwing strikes. The set, the pitch, and wow. Looked like the inside corner was caught, but the call goes the other way. 2-0. First and third infield. Again, partway in, partway back to turn two. The pitch waved at. That was a good curveball. 2-1 the count. Tim Herron this year struck out more than a batter an inning, but he walked 30 in 42 innings. Fastball, curveball, slider. Jahmai Jones, against left-handed pitching, batted .288. He's pinch hitting in the 7th, 1-1 game. Runners at the corners, one out. The pitch. And it's low, 3-1. On deck, switch hitting Winsell Perez. Herron behind in the count. He fires. And a strike call. Jones headed toward first, makes a U-turn. Full count. Boy. I wonder what Riley Green is thinking. Here's the set by Herron. The 3-2. Got him swinging. Tim Herron with an off-speed breaking ball strikes out Jahmai Jones. Runners stay at first and third. Now there are two men out. Winsell Perez will have to bat right-handed. His numbers, average-wise, 40 points better right-handed. Homer-wise, 8 left, 5 right-handed. First and third, 2 down. Game still tied at 1 in the 7th. The pitch. Swung on, fouled upstairs. 95-mile-an-hour heater. First and third, 2 down, 7th inning, 1-1 game. Fans on their feet. Some breathing. The 0-1. Swung on, fouled back, 0-2. All of a sudden, Herron pounding the strike zone. for what seems to be the 7th inning in a row. What a shot in the arm this would be if Herron and the Cleveland pitching staff gets out of it. Here it comes. Swing and a jam job fouled off to the right. Perez almost got hit by that pitch. Winsell Perez, 0 for 6 in the series. Awaits the 2-strike pitch from Herron. Here it comes. Fouled back the fastball. Herron coming right at him. Gleyber Torres started the inning hit with a pitch. Kerry Carpenter single to center. They've been at first and third with nobody out. Torkelson shallow fly out. Jones strikeout. 2-strike pitch. Yank foul down the left side by Perez. The battle continues. 0-2 the count. Man, oh man, is there anything better than October baseball? The drama continues to build with each pitch from Herron to Perez. Here's the 6th of the at-bat. Yank foul again, third base side. He broke his bat. And the count remains 0-2, and Winsell Perez needs a new bat. The bat boy gave him one that he said, nah, take it back. Well, with the game on the line, you want to make sure you get the right bat. Perez likes this one. Hopefully it doesn't say Wonder Boy on the barrel. Game tied at 1. Tigers at the corners. 2 down in the 7th. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. High heat. Got him. Oh, and Tim Herron never shows emotion. Pumping his fist, screaming, coming off the mound. What an incredible job by the Cleveland bullpen here in the 7th. First and third, nobody out. Tigers don't score. Game stays tied at 1. Stretch time at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The 7th, here's Andre.
The importance of the leadership of Jose Ramirez can never be dismissed. After that huge strikeout that ended the inning, he stood at the top deck of all the steps. He greeted each player coming off, and Hammy, he told him, it's our time now. Let's step up. That was a huge strikeout. Let's take advantage of this momentum. He didn't say momentum, but I'd understand his words, trust me.
Great stuff, Andre, as Bo Naylor takes a first pitch strike from Kyle Finnegan. 1-1 game, bottom of the 7th. Second inning of work for Finnegan. Bo Naylor 0 for 2. The set, the pitch. Swing and a fly ball to shallow left near the line. McKinstry moved from third to left, makes the catch in foul territory. One down. Andy Ibanez now playing third base. Here's Gabriel Arias, pop-up and a strikeout. Righty-righty matchup. The set, the pitch. Down low, ball 1. Finnegan, a walk and a strikeout. So far, he's covered 1 full inning. The next delivery. Arias waves at it. 1-1. Shadows now are covering partial parts of each batter's box. They'll continue to work their way out toward the mound. The next pitch swung on a tapper to third, almost hit the bag. Played by Ibanez. Throw takes Torkelson to foul ground. Made the catch for the out. Wouldn't you know it, 2 new defensive guys. McKinstry going from third to left. Ibanez from the bench to third. And they both get tested. 2 down for Chase DeLauder. DeLauder, in his major league debut, dropped the first fly ball hit to him. The second batter of the game. Tigers in that first inning had first and second, nobody out, and Bybee struck out the side. Tigers have stranded 11. Here's DeLauder. Walk, a ground out. Check swing. Did he go? No. The first 2 major league at-bats for Chase DeLauder in the wild card playoff series. Each at-bat has been an 8-pitch at-bat. Left-handed batter with great power. The pitch. Swings and lines a shot to center. On the run, grabbing it waist high. Parker Meadows. We go to the 8th, tied at 1.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Junis has waited a long time for this moment. Jacob Junis, 9 years in the major leagues. First time he's been in postseason. And he'll pitch with the season on the line. Game tied at 1. We go to the 8th inning. Jacob Junis had a marvelous campaign. 57 appearances, a .297 ERA, sinker, slider, and that changeup really helped turn his season around. He'll face the bottom third of the order. This is the 4th reliever worked. Tim Herron just went 2/3 of a scoreless inning, 2 strikeouts. Dylan Dingler looks and takes a called strike on a slider. Tanner Bybee went 4 2/3, gave up a run, struck out 6. More shutout work from the pen. The pitch hit foul off to the right, 0-2. Eric Sabrowski, Hunter Gaddis, Tim Herron. They have covered since the 5th. Now Jacob Junis. Dingler, 2 walks, a strikeout, hits a ground ball to short. Tough hop handled by Arias, guns it over, 1 down. The totals, Detroit, 1 run on 7 hits, no errors, and 11 men left on base. For Cleveland, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 3 men stranded. Here's Zach McKinstry. Started at third, now in left. Left-handed batter takes a strike, and Cade Smith warming in the Cleveland bullpen. Remember, if you do have extra innings, the pitch waved at, no more ghost runner. You play extra innings like you used to play them prior to the rule change. Now the kick in the 0-2. Down low, 1-2.
If we get to that point and it really starts to drag on, the Guardians have a starter in that pen in Joey Cantillo for length, but again, that's if it gets that far.
Shadows covering now the home plate area. The 1-2. Checked on a pitch down and away, 2-2. It'll get increasingly tougher inning to inning for the hitters. Still bathed in sunshine except the batter's area. Pitch inside, 2-2. Strong wind. It's been blowing in from right and right center all day long. Now the pitch. Inside, it's ball 4. Once again, the scoreboard had 2-2. Man, that can't be that tough a job. So McKinstry's aboard with a 1-out walk here in the 8th inning. Here's Javi Baez. His bats come to life. 2 hits in each game. Today, his RBI single in the 4th tied it. And the 4th inning is where Detroit thought they had the lead until a replay review. The set. The throw to first, back with a dive. McKinstry almost got picked off. In that 4th inning, if you're just joining us, George Valera hit a solo homer to right center for Cleveland in the 1st. Detroit tied it in the 4th. Bases loaded, 2 down. But they thought they took the lead on a 2-run single by Baez. The pitch. Baez swings and misses, chased the slider away. So 2 runs looked like they had scored. Chase DeLauder in center, through to third. Initially, the runner was ruled safe. The pitch. Down low, 2-1. Cleveland called for a replay review. Not only was the call overturned, McKinstry was thrown out at third, but Dylan Dingler didn't touch home plate before the out. Runner goes, pitch banged on the ground to third. Ramirez has it, throws across the diamond. That is out number 2. McKinstry at second. Look like the Tigers trying to make something happen there, starting the runner. So runner at second. 2 down in the 8th, game tied at 1. And we're going to see Cade Smith. So the Tigers went from a 2-1 lead with 2 outs, runners at second and third, with the inning being over and a run taken off the board. And that's where we're still at, 1-1 here in the 8th. We'll be back.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Jacob Junas's day is done, and Cleveland's going to go to its closer, Cade Smith. And obviously, manager Stephen Vogt, in a win or season-over game, is going to make sure Cade Smith is out there and not fall behind, with Cade Smith not at least being on the mound. So Jacob Junis works 2/3 of an inning, leaves with a runner at second. Top of the order, 1-1 in the 8th. Parker Meadows takes a strike. Cade Smith yesterday worked a scoreless inning, hit a batter, walked a batter, struck out a batter. Meadows 1 for 4. The pitch, down and away, split finger, 1-1. Smith, upper 90s, fastball, slider, split. The set. And the right-hander with the hands pressed against the chest fires. Waved at. Threw it right by him. 1-2 the count on Meadows. Game tied at 1. Go-ahead run at second. 2 down, 8th inning. Here's Cade Smith from the set. He lets it rip. Got him swinging. Wicked split finger, and Cade Smith makes quick work of it, and we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning in a heck of a game, tied at 1.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
During the regular season, near the end of it, wow, Troy Melton, some kind of impressive. The rookie right-hander takes over in the bottom of the 8th inning of a game tied now at 1. Casey Mize went 3, gave up a run. Tyler Holton, 2 1/3 scoreless. And Kyle Finnegan just covered an inning and 2/3. Melton, upper 90s. Fastball, sinker, cutter. Curve, slider, split. C.J. Kafus, the batter. He cuts and misses, strike 1. Melton will be a starter in the near future. The wind and pitch outside. Melton made 4 starts, 12 relief appearances, 3-2 with a 2.76 ERA, a 191 batting average against. The pitch waved at. That might have been the splitter there. 1-2. Kafus 1 for 2, a single. Shadows covering home plate halfway to the mound. Kafus fouling it upstairs, sweet level. Still a 1-2 count. Cleveland has 2 hits. George Valera, solo homer to right center in the first. C.J. Kafus, a single down the left field line in the 5th. The pitch, swung on, grounded to first. Handled by Torkelson, flips to Melton, 1 down. Here's Brian Rocchio, 0 for 2. He'll bat left-handed. The distinctively styled Toyota Highlander. A real team player, plenty of room, comfort, you name it. A lot of standard features. Find out more at Toyota.com. 1 run, 7 hits Detroit. 1 run, 2 hits Cleveland. Tigers have left 12 men on base. 1 for 12 with men in scoring position. The pitch, breaking ball, strike. Cleveland still has not had 1 at-bat today with a runner at second or a runner at third. The 0-1, fouled at the plate, 0-2. $26,669 on hand. The next pitch, swung on, hit a ton, deep right field, got a chance, gone! Brian Rocchio, Sunday, game winner, off the foul pole. Today, game-leading solo shot to the seats in right. And Cleveland's got a 2-1 lead, bottom of the 8th inning. Wow. Well, Brian Rocchio was big in the October playoffs a year ago. He's responded today. Top of the order, Stephen Kwan takes one in the dirt, ball 1. And the Tigers turned it over to the rookie. And he gives up the 2nd home run in this game for Cleveland. Their 3rd hit. The pitch fouled back. 1-1, and said it at the outset. You have to hit home runs in October to have a modicum of success. This might be the extreme. The 1-1. Inside corner strike, 1-2.
You mentioned playoff Rocchio last year. He said the other day, I don't want to be playoff Rocchio. It's a new year. I need to be better. And he sure has been.
The 1-2. Outside ball 2, 2-2. George Valera, with 16 Major League games in the regular season under his belt, homered in the first. The pitch. Kwan rips one to right down the line. Fair ball. Into the corner. It ricochets. Kwan on his way to second. He'll stand there with a double. So Stephen Kwan gets his first hit in the series. He got a 99-mile-an-hour fastball and pulled it into the right field corner. Brian Rocchio hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball for a home run. And heading to the mound for the Tigers, pitching coach Chris Fetter. Cleveland with a 2-1 lead in the 8th inning, and the Tigers in the 9th will have Gleyber Torres, Kerry Carpenter, Spencer Torkelson facing Cade Smith. And oh my, is that a huge run out at second. Andre, do you have some news?
Yeah, I got some great news. Before that at bat by Rocchio, it was called by Jose Ramirez. He hit one home run off this pitcher in Detroit just 2 weeks ago. Told Rocchio what to look for and then told the whole dugout, it's coming.
Schneemann rips one into right. That's a base hit. It'll go to the wall. In to score is Kwan. In to second is Schneemann. And back-to-back doubles, and Cleveland's got a 3-1 lead. Well, this club has found a way in the 8th. Homer, double off the kid Troy Milton.
And bullpen chaos can work sometimes, but sometimes you happen upon a reliever who is just not having his day, and the Guardians are on Milton. Even though he was successful as a starter against them last week, they've had great at-bats against him here.
The 3 hits this inning have been off 100 miles an hour, 99 miles an hour, 98 miles per hour. 3 fastballs, and Cleveland hitters have not missed. Rocchio the homer to right, back-to-back doubles to right by Kwan and Schneemann. And Jose Ramirez the batter. And finally, home plate umpire Adam Beck breaks up the conference between Dingler and Melton. A.J. Hinch walks Jose Ramirez and will make a pitching change. We'll be right back.
Stuck in a dead-end job? Kick your career.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Left-handers in the pen for this wild card series round. They've already used Tyler Holton. Now Brant Herter, low 90s. And Herter, almost a sidearm delivery. Fastball, sinker, slider change. On the year, Herter, 43 games, 4 wins, 2 saves, ERA 2.43. So Cleveland taking the lead on the Brian Rocchio solo homer to right here in the 8th. Then Stephen Kwan and Daniel Schneemann back-to-back doubles, and Cleveland with the lead now at 3-1. And the batter will be Kyle Manzardo. Ramirez walked intentionally and walked the last 3 times up. And you'll see that going forward. Here's Kyle Manzardo left on left. First and second. 1 down, 3-1 Cleveland. Time called. Kyle Manzardo 0 for 3. Now the Tigers are going to meet again, having communication issues with the electronics. Brant Herter, another product of Georgia Tech. My goodness. Someday we'll have to add them all up. Ohio native Danny Hall, one of the great college coaches of all time, had a great run at Kent State, then went to Georgia Tech and just retired at the end of this past season. His resume is second to none, and he's the kind of guy you would want your son to play for. And Brant Herter, one of the many that have made it to the major leagues under the tutelage of Danny Hall. Now it looks like the communication devices are good to go as Brant Herter puts his cap back on and Kyle Manzardo climbs back in. Schneemann at second, Ramirez at first. Cleveland up 2 in the 8th. The pitch. And he painted the outside corner, a called strike. Outfield the other way toward left. Infield pulled a bit to the right. Herter's ready. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Chase the breaking ball in the other batter's box. Again, remember now, you would think it's tough to see, but Rocchio, Kwan, and Schneemann made it seem like it was okay. Now the 0-2 to Manzardo. Swung on, pulled on the ground towards second. Gobbled up by the second baseman, Torres. He flipped to first. Torkelson and Herter were both there, and the Tigers are lucky disaster didn't strike. Torkelson caught it, but had the makings there of a ball getting away from everybody with 2 guys there trying to take the throw. Wow. So now Schneemann at third. Ramirez at second. Here's Bo Naylor trying to remove all doubt. 0 for 3. Everybody on their feet. The pitch. Breaking ball strike on the inside corner. Boy, what an atmosphere, because it's not as easy for a 1 o'clock game to have the same atmosphere as a night game, but it's been terrific. The 0-1. Swung on, bounced foul through the first base coaching box. 0-2 on Bo Naylor. Brian Rocchio solo homer to right here with 1 out in the 8th. Then the doubles by Kwan and Schneemann. 3-1 Cleveland. The pitch. Swing and a pop foul upstairs behind home plate. Still 0-2. Shadows now covering the front part of the mound as well as all of home plate. Tough for the hitter. The pitch. Way outside, 1-2. Again for Detroit, 2, 3, and 4 in their lineup against Cade Smith in the ninth. Tomorrow's starters, if there is, Slade Ciccone, Jack Flaherty, all hands on deck. The 1-2. Down and away, 2-2. And the Tigers, if they don't win, it'll be about missed opportunities. 1 for 12 with men in scoring position, 12 runners stranded. Now the set, the 2-2. Swing and a jam job off the foot of Naylor, rolls to first. Still a 2-2 count. Are they ruling that a fair ball, not off the foot of Naylor? Tigers are walking off the field. Home plate umpire Adam Beck is asking for help. The umpires help out Adam Beck and say that hit off Naylor's foot. No argument from Detroit. The guy closest to the hitter didn't make the call. Go figure, huh? 3-1 Cleveland. Second and third. 2 down, 8th inning. Herder. He's ready. Here it comes. And Naylor. A swing and a high drive, deep right. Back goes Perez. Track, wall, gone! There will be a Game 3 tomorrow. Bo Naylor, a towering 3-run home run to right. Cleveland, a 5-run 8th. And Cleveland now with a 6-1 lead. That'll bring up Gabriel Arias. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball to second. Torres gobbles, throws, inning over. What an inning. Solo homer by Brian Rocchio. Back-to-back doubles by Stephen Kwan and Daniel Schneemann. 3-run bomb to right by Bo Naylor. 6-1 Cleveland. The ninth is next.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
P.D. Halpin, another rookie who has played a grand total of 6 Major League games, takes over in center. Daniel Schneemann goes from center to right. And Cade Smith will face Torres, Carpenter, and Torkelson. Cleveland with a 6-1 lead in the ninth. Torres, 1 for 3, a single. Smith lets it fly. Bullseye. How about Cleveland? 1 run, 2 hits for 8 innings. No runner got to second base except George Valera when he homered in the first. Pitch swung on, weak bouncer to second. Rocchio will throw out Gleyber Torres to start the ninth. And then Cleveland, after those 7 innings, homer, double, double, homer. A 5-run eighth, 6-1 Cleveland. Here's Kerry Carpenter, 2 for 4, a couple of singles. Smith sets, delivers, outside, ball 1. Well, remember we told you, since they went to this best of 3 wild card format starting in 2022, the pitch high, 2-0. 10 of the 12 wild card series had been sweeps. It looks like it'll be 10 out of 13. The pitch now to Carpenter. Touch high, 3-0.
And we'll get some clarification certainly in our post-game interviews, but to see how hard the Guardians hit the baseball with these conditions as far as seeing the baseball late, that's impressive.
The 3-0 strike called, and it was off 98, 99, and 100-mile-an-hour fastballs from the youngster Troy Melton. Now the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4 outside. Carpenter is aboard. That'll bring up Spencer Torkelson. Well, Detroit, in a 1-1 game in the 7th, had runners at the corners with nobody out. Hunter Gaddis got Torkelson to hit a shallow pop-up to left for the first out. He takes strike 1. Then Tim Herron came in, first and third, 1 out, and struck out a pinch hitter, Jahmai Jones, and Winsell Perez. Now the 0-1. Strike 2 call. And another question A.J. Hinch will get. Jahmai Jones pinched hit for their best offensive player, Riley Green. Now the 0-2. Foul back. Now, that's A.J. Hinch's call, but he's going to get questions about it.
Well, and you wondered at the time, would his spot come around again? And it is on deck. Now, obviously, it's a big hill to climb right now, but if this thing was still close, they'd love to see him hitting next.
1 out, 1 on, 9th inning, 6-1 Cleveland. The pitch hit him. Torkelson got hit on the left arm or hand. He's not happy. And now you've got 2 guys on with 1 down for the pinch hitter. This will be Justin Henry Malloy. And is Torkelson okay? So Malloy will pinch hit. With 2 men on, 1 out. And of course, what the Tigers are trying to do, they may not win today, down 5 in the 9th, but they want to run up the pinch count for Cade Smith because of what's at stake tomorrow. A winner go home for both teams. So the right-handed batter coming to the plate. Righty-righty matchup, 2 on, 1 out. Tigers down 5 in the 9th. Cade Smith is ready. Here it comes. and he misses up. And right now, a guy that never seemingly has command issues, Cade Smith, is having them. The set. The pitch. Missed outside, 2-0. Smith made 19 pitches yesterday. He's at 17 today. The pitch. Up and in. 3-0. Wow. Out to the mound goes catcher Bo Naylor. Cade Smith struck out Meadows to end the 8th. Got Gleyber Torres on a weak ground out to start the 9th. Walked Carpenter, hit Torkelson, who's okay.
Yesterday, his inning was scoreless, but he hit a batter and walked a batter to get it started and then had to work out of it. So some early command issues yesterday, and they flared up again here today.
Justin Henry Malloy obviously is taking here with a 3-0 count. Malloy, another that played for Danny Hall at Georgia Tech. 2 men aboard, 1 out. Cleveland 6-1 lead in the 9th. Cade Smith is ready. He fires. Bullseye, 3-1. Is Malloy taking again? Outfield, a mammoth gap in left center. The pitch. And he painted the outside corner, full count. Malloy started for first. Matt Festa warming in the Cleveland bullpen. 6-1 Cleveland, 9th inning. The payoff pitch. Swing and a pop-up back and out of play. We'll do it again. How mammoth does Bo Naylor's 3-run homer look now? Cleveland had a 3-1 lead at the time, and Naylor with 2 down in the bottom of the 8th hit the 3-run home run to right to make it 6-1 and seemingly end this game. But Detroit is really forcing up the pitch count of Cade Smith, and that's critical come tomorrow should there be a game 3. Now the payoff. Got him looking. Strike 3 called on a heater. Not sure what Malloy was looking for there. 2 down. Tigers down to their last strike. Winsell Perez 0 for 4. He'll bat left-handed. The pitch. Down ball 1. We'll have interviews following the conclusion of this game. The set. The 1-0. Painted the outside corner, 1-1. Perez hands up in the air in dismay. Six to 1 Cleveland. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a pop foul back behind home plate. The wind pushes it out of play. Tigers down to their last strike. We do not know the start time for tomorrow. It's all dependent on what happens the rest of this wild card Wednesday and how many game 3s are there. 6-1 Cleveland, 2 down, 2 on. Tigers in the 9th. The 1-2 delivery. Ball outside. And that is now 26 pitches for Cade Smith. The 2-2. Swing and a jam job rolled up the middle. Rocchio bobbles it. Everybody's safe. Wow. A little jam job rolled up the middle. Rocchio behind second. Charged it. Bobbled it. Bases loaded on the air. And now more pitches to Dylan Dingler. And it's not Cade Smith that will finish this game. Matt Festa is coming on because Smith had 27 pitches. And credit the Tigers for not just caving in. This has an impact. Well, no, they're sticking with Cade Smith. I thought that was the second trip to the mound by Cleveland, but I was wrong. So, Cade Smith stays in. 27 pitches made. Voter may have wanted to just make sure he still is okay.
Yeah, give him a little breather before this next hitter, Dingler. And yes, confirm that he can keep going.
But 27 pitches. 19 yesterday. Dingler, even if he hits a grand slam, Cleveland leads by a run. Pitch outside, ball one. Boy, this got a lot dicier than it should be. Walk, hit batter, error. Dingler 0 for 2, 2 walks. The pitch. Fouled it back. 97 miles an hour. Two down, bases loaded. 6-1 Cleveland in the ninth. The set. The 1-1. Waved at. 1-2. Now this crowd feels like they can breathe again. Elimination day is hard on everybody. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a liner to first, caught on a leap by Kafis. Ball game. There will be a game 3. 6-1. Cleveland wins it, but the ninth was anything but easy. Kafis had to leave his feet. And Cleveland with a 5-run eighth has forced a game 3 tomorrow. Slade Ciccone and Jack Flaherty are slated to start. And Andre, while we wait for the interviews, what was going on in that dugout? Nope, he might not be there. No, he's not. Sorry. That's my bad. So Cleveland has a 6-1 win here today to force a game 3 tomorrow. And we will have interviews here eventually. So stay with us. Again, game time tomorrow is yet to be determined pending the outcome of the other 3 wild card games. Is he with us?
Not quite yet. We're waiting on, looks like Cade Smith down there. Just slapped the headsets on. Hang on. And I believe he's there, Tom. Hold on.
Tom Hamilton, yes. Jim Rosenhaus with you. Congratulations, man. Nothing is easy, is it?
No, absolutely not.
But what got you through that ninth inning, Cade?
I mean, you just got to take it one pitch at a time, right? I made a couple that I didn't like. You just got to work with it. You got to try and do